You have to just shut up. Well, okay. Let me just tell you this, because here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to give you guys my decision today because I don't think you guys are ready for the decision.
Judge, Your Honor signed both of the search warrants in this particular matter. Certainly
But
testimony had to
but
be
that
taken.
says I've heard from witnesses. I've not heard from any witnesses.
Judge, so if it's your
Does
position,
that case clearly apply to search warrants?
In the pursuit of truth, we analyze the law. This is Justice Clash 24.
A mother wanted her adult daughter removed from their apartment, but the judge said emotions alone weren't enough to make that happen.
Lisa Anderson versus Larissa Anderson. This is going to be a minute.
Hello.
Hello. That's okay if they're backwards. Your name?
Larissa. Lisa.
All right. Okay, this is a termination case, and as I'm recalling, mother-daughter. Is that right? Okay. Is it your house, ma'am?
Yeah, I'm on the lease too. So we're both on it.
Okay. Are you renting this place from somewhere else?
Yes. It's an apartment.
Okay. So, and ma'am, let me ask you this. I don't have a copy of the lease. Are you disputing that she's also on the lease to the apartment?
No, I just wanted her out for my well-being.
No, I hear you, but I've got to have a legal basis in which to do that. So you're both on the lease to the premises. Is that correct? So you would agree that Larissa,
Her
right?
name is on the lease, yes.
That both of
She's
you are
over
the,
18.
pardon?
Because she's over 18, yes, she had to be put on the lease. The Section 8 housing voucher is in my name. And they told me since she won't move out, that I have to evict her.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
All right. So you've got a leasing agreement. There's a Section 8 voucher. What is the portion of, so how much do you pay?
I pay $374 a month,
And the voucher takes care of the rest of the rent.
correct?
How much longer is the lease?
The lease ends in February.
And so of the 300 something dollars, who pays what? Do you pay that?
I pay everything. I pay the lights, I pay the water, I pay the rent. She just comes and goes as she pleases.
Okay, pardon?
I stay there. I live there. I buy household needs. I buy the soap, the laundry. I buy the needs for that.
Okay, I got you. But if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm 22.
All right. So
A single mom with my kid.
I got you. Who also resides there. So what's your position on this termination? You don't think you should have to move? Or what?
I mean, she's my mother. We never like agreed on. It's just rent. She wants me to pay, and she wants me to get out. I don't understand why I need to get out. She's my mom. I mean, we've only had each other like for all of our life. And when my dad kicked us out, it was her and I homeless, like at a hotel and things like. Now she's trying to kick me out. I don't know why she needs to do that. If the lease is up in February and we both have to leave in like February and like right before the holidays and everything, like, I don't know. This first she tried to take guardianship of my son, and then I'm not dead or like running away. I'm not missing. I'm here taking care of my kid. So that's why I my kid and she got denied. And now she's trying to evict me because she didn't get lands. So it's just a whole situation, Your Honor.
Yeah. So here's the thing. You mentioned twice her being your mother.
I love her.
Pardon?
I love my mother, but I don't think the roles are, I don't know.
You don't think what?
Like, I don't think she loves me the way I love her.
Okay. A lot of powers come with this robe. I can't make people love each other.
Right.
So, or how they do it. But why do you want to kick your daughter and your grandchild out?
I'm not trying to kick my grandchild out. It's my daughter that needs to go.
Because I don't.
Okay, but whoa. But
I know technically it is.
that's a package deal.
I understand, but she.
So then my question is, why would you want to do that?
I honestly don't want to do that, but I need this because she's abusive towards me.
Larissa, you don't have a place to go with your child. Is that correct?
I mean, I really have to find a place, but I want to stay with my mom, and I'm not abusive towards her. She wakes up and
You
she
took
starts.
out my hand. You did
You
this
did
to
that
me
to
on
yourself.
No, you did it to me on Sunday,
I did
Larissa.
not do that to you.
All right. So if there's any type of violence or anything like that, then somebody needs to call the police, because that's not what I'm here to deal with. I'm here to deal with.
I understand, but she just thinks that I'm going to keep my mom close.
She just thinks what?
She blames me for everything, and she doesn't think she doesn't.
She says she doesn't do anything wrong.
She just needs to go.
Ma'am, I don't mean this flippantly, but it's just true. A 22-year-old daughter telling you that she doesn't do anything wrong is absolutely normal, even if they're doing the wrong thing.
I understand. I was 22 once.
I know. And you know that you may just be doing the silliest thing in the world. The adults, the real adults, are all looking at you, but they will swear up and down that what they're doing is the right thing. That's just the nature of a 22-year-old. So let me ask you this. If I were to make a determination that it's a joint tenancy, which it is, and so that you can't evict her, what are you going to do?
I already told her that.
Well, ma'am, did I ask you? All right. So that was a 22-year-old thing that just happened there. Do not talk. Do not talk. Do not talk. What would you do? Pardon?
I don't know what I would do. I guess I'm stuck with whatever your judgment is.
Yeah, you may be, but that's kind of what I'm getting at. What's your backup plan?
To find my own place and move out.
Okay, have you done that?
No, because
Because why?
the voucher's in my name. I'm stuck in this lease until the 18th. She has no way of paying it. She doesn't have a job.
Have you asked Section 8 about moving?
I had talked to them about it, but they said that I have to contact the landlord where we're living if they would let me out of the lease early. And no, I have not.
Did you talk to them?
No, I have not.
Why not?
Because I asked them to help me evict her and they wouldn't help me do that. So I don't know.
Or what did you want to say? What?
I don't remember. Oh.
That was 22 also. All right.
She wanted to work on things with us. She wanted our relationship to get better, and she wanted me to see her therapist. And I'm open to seeing her therapist, but I don't think he's like all there. But I'm like, whatever.
Well, Okay.
We'll make it
Let me just tell you this, because here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to give you guys my decision today because I don't think you guys are ready for the decision. You haven't explored all of your options and what they do. You haven't explored necessarily all of your options, but you are going to figure out a way to make do, right? Now, I'm just going to tell you this, and maybe the two of you ought to think about some of these things I'm about to say. Marissa, you tell me you love your mother. Sometimes you have to meet them halfway. You have to have maybe a greater understanding of where they're coming from and whatever. Sometimes that can be, particularly for a young person, it can be grueling because you don't understand why they may be operating in the world that they're operating. But you just have to do it. And you have to go through time. And if you got to go talk to somebody to try to understand maybe what she's saying, that's what you got to do. Because guess what? In the end, you get one.
The court learned both mother and daughter were listed on the lease. The daughter argued she had nowhere else to go with her child. The judge questioned whether eviction was even legally possible. Then the hearing turned into a serious family reality check.
That's all that you get. And young lady, while young people don't think that they think they got all the time in the world and can do all of those things, you get one, and if you blow it, there isn't another one to come along, right? And from your side, your son's name is Lance. He gets one. That's it. Now, for you, and I don't mean to say this, I probably you're going to get in some trouble, but daughters are challenging. I will just tell you that. I've got one of each. Daughters are challenging. The boy was a lot easier for me. My daughter's 26. I still don't understand. I listen, but she's going to operate in her way. And when I tell her, you've got to meet your mom halfway or try to understand, you know what? You just have to be quiet. That's part of your damn problem. Excuse my language, but it's true. You have to just shut up. Because I bet you, you've interrupted me twice, and I can bet you when your mom's trying to explain something, and it may not come out as articulate as she may want it, she may not even fully understand the emotion that she's trying to explain to you, you probably don't shut up and listen. You ought to try that. It can be cathartic. If you love her like you have proclaimed here, you would do it. Ma'am, sometimes you just have to understand. That's a whole different generation than you probably grew up. Her whole thought process is just different. And you can see it just by what's happened in this courtroom. You have not once during this proceeding interrupted me at all in terms of what I'm saying. This one, it's been at least twice. You may not like it, but in some ways, that is what it is, at least at this. You have to accept the fact that if you offer for ways for her to engage and she doesn't want to engage, while it hurts, you just have to let it go and you don't try to force it. Because if she doesn't understand that she doesn't get another mother, that's not your problem, that's hers. You got me? And it sometimes, and I see it all the time, it can be one of the most painful things in the world because that person in front of you is at least half you, and you can't believe they're acting the way that they're acting, and it hurts. So what I might suggest, if your mother is offering that you go to counseling, whatever you think of that person, whatever, maybe you show the gesture to your mom and go. So here's what I'm going to do, ladies. I don't think this is going to be sorted out in any given period in time. but I'm going to give you at least a week to try to figure it out, act like grown-ups, and maybe the two of you, and I'll say it this harshly, maybe the two of you should stop being so selfish and think about that little guy, Lance, and think about that he's got these two women there that he's got to figure out what they are, and neither one of you are acting in an appropriate fashion for him. So I'll see you guys in a week, oh joy, at 2:00. Start acting like adults, figure it out, come back and tell me something. Wait, what?
Lance has school and I have to pick him up.
2:00, figure it out. Next Friday, 2:00, figure it out. Have a great weekend. Seriously, you're gonna walk ahead of your mom? Thank you for opening that door. Because otherwise I was gonna have somebody come out there and snatch you up. You just quit talking to me. Jeez, Pete. If my daughter did, that would not be a civil case. I almost want to go down the hallway and just run up. No, okay. Really, I can make it right. I'll take my robe off. Okay. You don't let me have any fun. Okay. Sycamore Meadows versus Deja Thomas. Whoa. How the hell do you jump to that conclusion? Court does call the case, people of the state of Michigan versus Darren Wilson.
And good afternoon, Your Honor. Good afternoon to your fine staff. May it please the most honorable court. Edward Martell, P 85051. On behalf of Darren Dwayne Wilson, sir, please stand and give your full and complete name for the record.
Darren Dwayne Wilson. Thank you.
Your Honor, today is the date and time scheduled for a preliminary exam. I believe that Mr. Martell would like to start us off by motioning for Your Honor to accuse himself of this case.
Judge, if I may, very briefly.
Go on.
Thank you, Judge. And certainly, Judge, I got much respect for this honorable court, been before this court a number of times. Judge, but the court rule is clear, Judge, that a examination must be conducted by a neutral and detached magistrate, Judge. In this particular case, and just for a little bit of context, for Your Honor, this is a case where there's already a co-defendant, where an examination has been held, where the testimony has been taken, where the victim or complainant absolutely identifies a mixed race, ethnicity, light-skinned male, certainly not my client who's dark brown skin with barrel rolls. Judge, notwithstanding saying, Your Honor, the sole basis that the people intend to introduce quote unquote identity is through the search warrants and the subsequent evidence that was purportedly obtained thereafter, Judge. I say that all to say that, Judge.
I don't know what case you're talking about. Who's the co-defendant?
You didn't preside over that. I could make the argument a lot more.
I did not preside over it?
No. So the argument that the counsel is attempting to.
Well, then I'll let him finish, because I don't know, it did not even begin to ring a bell with me.
It shouldn't.
But if I can just streamline it, Judge. In brief, Your Honor was presented ex parte with two search warrants in this particular case. Ultimately, these two search warrants, there was information heard, there was a search warrant, there was probable cause found, there was search warrant signed. Judge, we now come before you for a separate analysis of whether there's probable cause in this case, but Your Honor, pursuant to People Be Real, which is 391-124, Judge, it certainly cannot be neutral and detached when Your Honor respectfully has already found probable cause in this case. And specifically, the case law says.
Whoa. How the hell do you jump to that conclusion? Because the probable cause that's determined from a search warrant is based upon that evidence that is presented to me in the form of an affidavit on that search warrant. That's going to have no bearing whatsoever on what testimony I hear or don't hear in this case. So I don't even know how you get to that conclusion. But I'll let you continue, because I think it's Go ahead.
Thank you, Judge. And Judge, just certainly to preserve the record, certainly I don't want to come back on a quash or an appeal or even a remand, Judge, but the case law is clear. It says if the defendant requests a magistrate other than the magistrate who has already heard ex parte witnesses, such as the request should not be or should be regarded as reasonable and reasonable efforts exerted towards compliance, Judge.
What expert paid witnesses did I hear from?
Judge, Your Honor signed both of the search warrants in this particular matter, certainly
But
testified.
but that says I've heard from witnesses. I've not heard from any witnesses.
Judge, so if it's your
Does
position,
that case clearly apply to search warrants?
that it's not limited to search warrants. But if,
That isn't what I asked you, Mr. Martell.
yes, Judge.
Is that applicable? I could certainly see a circumstance where I would have heard, like what you started out with, which doesn't seem to be true, that I heard something and then there would be a request that I not hear it because I've heard the witnesses or testimony. And so in that circumstance, there would be a much different analysis. But now you're trying to cite a case, apply it to something that I don't think that applies to.
Judge, what I'm,
Just by the very words that you said. And certainly you show me that it says that a judge that has, or a magistrate that has signed a search warrant should not then hear the preliminary examination where they've made a finding.
Judge, specifically, this relates to an arrest warrant, not a search warrant. However, if it's the position of the court that Your Honor has heard no testimony, sworn testimony or otherwise, then I guess our request would be moot. But
I have read, so that we're clear, because you're playing fast and loose with words. So that it's clear, I would have read the search warrant. I don't recall receiving any testimony at all regarding that search warrant because I typically don't. I make a determination if there's probable cause contained within the four corners of that document, swear the individual in, sign off on the search warrant. It's really as simple as that. So if you show me a case, Mr. Martell, that says under those circumstances, the court shouldn't hear it, then show me the case. Otherwise, you're wasting my time.
Judge, so acknowledged, I would say that Burrell is applicable. And I would also humbly submit, Judge, it's the position of the court that anything outside the four corners of the exam transcript has been analyzed or sworn to, then it would certainly fall.
Then you're going to need to file a motion. So I can, if it doesn't bear out, I can find it frivolous and I'm going to adjourn this and then I can sanction. You need to file a written motion. How long is that going to take you?
Judge,
How long is that going to take you?
Judge, certainly.
How long is that going to take you? If you cannot answer that question, then I will take a recess. I will give you time to think about that. And then I will come back and I need your time frame for how soon you can file the motion. In fact, why don't we just
Judge,
do that?
we're prepared to proceed.
Why don't we just do that? You can take him back. Court's going to stand in recess.
All right.
For more real courtroom breakdowns, subscribe now. The judge postponed the ruling and pushed both sides to find solutions. One courtroom moment became bigger than housing. The next decision could change the family forever.